If you clicked on this video, then you're definitely a horror fan who enjoys every bit of any horror game you can get your hands on. I mean, let's be honest, this genre is very compulsive, and every time we think that we've seen enough, we find ourselves looking for more and more because we simply enjoy getting terrified by paranormal activities and being helpless while confronting mysterious entities. But aside from being a horror fan, I have a feeling that the main reason that pushed you to click on this video was the word free. And that's completely justified because none of us can deny that the word free triggers our interest, especially as gamers living in a world where everything is paid. In the last video on the channel, we talked about 7 new horror games that you should check out. But one of the comments inspired me to make today's video because I actually felt it so hard, and I know that all of us can appreciate a good horror game that's free of charge and doesn't force us to open our precious wallets to get that credit card that's already busy paying for our debts. So thanks to Jose for giving us the idea, because today we're going to talk about some of the horror games out there that are actually free, and at the same time, they provide a high-quality, spooky experience that you will definitely appreciate.
You got a choice. Either he gets you, or you're gonna have to cut him out. Holy crap, man.
Must be a nightmare. What the hell is going on?
In Dark Fracture Prologue, you play as a man who wakes up in a mysterious hospital room with no memory of how he got there. As you explore the hospital, you'll encounter supernatural occurrences and must solve puzzles to uncover the truth behind your situation. You can traverse a constantly reshaping universe where the real and the unreal coexist, and you will step into the shoes of an anguished individual and investigate the darkest aspects of the mind, demanding explanations for everything you witness. I know that I sound like I'm describing an apocalypse or something, but trust me, the experience is actually interesting for a free game. But anyway, the story is set in the late 1990s and takes place in a wooded region of the northeastern U.S. It centers around a body farm, a place of study concerning decomposition, but you'll soon realize that the place is hiding more secrets than it seems.
Keep hearing a camera shutter clicking away, but where's it coming from? Hey, who's there? Where the hell am I?
This game was featured in the intro of our previous video on the channel, and apparently it caught the attention of many people, so I decided to include it in this video to talk a little bit about it. It's simply a short experience that takes around 20 minutes to finish and seems like a teaser for the full game, which explains why the full name is Bloody Room Teaser. But trust me, the short time that you'll spend playing it will make you search for any news about the longer version so you can add it to your wish list or buy it, because it simply provides everything you would love to see in a horror game. The story is kind of mysterious and there's not much context, but the general theme looks like it's about a family tragedy in which the husband murdered his wife Maria because she wanted to leave him after a long time of bad treatment from him. And when the daughter tried to call for help, she also faced the same fate and he drowned her in the bathtub. In other words, messed up stuff happened in the house and you'll understand it gradually. I don't know if the protagonist is an investigator or if it's actually the husband, because the short length of the experience doesn't let you comprehend the events clearly, but instead it gets you hooked and makes you curious to discover more. Personally, I would definitely buy the full version, but until then, you can enjoy the free teaser and get a taste of its chilling atmosphere.
I'm an architect, freelance, so I take job offers as they arise. So when this guy called me, I didn't want to lose this offer. At one point, I saw a stain, and at first glance, it seemed like brick dust. Why is everything always locked? Then I realized it was blood.
We searched the yard thoroughly and didn't find any evidence suggesting there was another man.
This is what happened. He must have hidden when he saw the police cars.
I have to say that I honestly don't believe any part of your bullshit story that you're giving me here.
This doesn't make any sense.
You're going down, Mr. Blameless.
Blameless is an enigmatic single-player experience that centers around solving puzzles and following a plot. The concept is simple. An architect goes to an abandoned house, gets knocked out, and then wakes up alone in a scary part of the grounds. They must then figure out how to assemble some items and make their way out. The game produces a sense of unease and tension through atmospheric storytelling, gradually increasing the level of anxiety in anticipation of a final surprise that makes the whole thing worth it. It doesn't drag on and can be completed within 20 minutes, but every moment is utilized to its fullest. Shattered Lights is a singular room-scale virtual reality horror game that leads players on a journey through an apparently deserted underground medical center with just a flashlight and their own psychological stability. With its non-Euclidean geometry, the game will immerse players in a realm where each stride they take is physically based and they won't have to rely on controllers to move around. Nevertheless, they will still be capable of perusing complex spaces, surreal geometrics, and any position the game presents them with. Considering the fact that it's free, we can only appreciate the high-quality VR experience because I personally know several other titles with lower quality that require you to open your wallet and use your credit card in order to enjoy their games. The complex found footage is a type of video game where the player moves through a world as if they were walking in real life with their vision limited to what the view of a camera would be. It allows players to explore a mysterious story within the complex, though it raises more questions than it answers. You will basically be able to wander through various dreamlike structures as if you were using a VHS camera to observe them, but be careful. You'll also discover that you're not alone in the place and that there's a mysterious thing following you. And by the way, this game has its own unique narrative which is not related in any way to the existing Backrooms mythology. And if you think that it's just a regular walking simulator and it's not scary, then I advise you to try it first, because you obviously don't know anything about it, and you might change your mind after the experience.
Last month, my daughter, Sophia, went missing. I've waited patiently as the police investigation dragged on, and I've had nothing to show for it. She worked as a cleaner for various clients in the city, and always took the utmost pride in her work. One day, she never came back. Shortly before she disappeared, she told me one night about this new client up in the hills, some kind of art tycoon or something. The investigators said they had questioned the owner, but found nothing suspicious or out of the ordinary. Well,
Disappearance is another short psychological horror game that simply looks stunning and makes you ask for a long version. The story is about Henry Jacob, a father who lost his daughter Sophia after she went missing. He was frustrated with the police investigations into the incident, so he started to search for clues by himself to find any signs that could lead him to Sophia. His daughter used to work as a cleaner in different properties for multiple clients, and Henry's search eventually made him believe that she was abducted by a mysterious man who hired her the night before her disappearance. Henry decided to go to the guy's eerie property by himself without calling the authorities, but apparently he'll discover that the task is not as simple as he thought, and the place is actually hiding dark secrets that are meant to stay hidden. I probably need to stop before spoiling the whole game for you, especially since it's very short, but anyway, the experience is worth it and you won't lose anything by trying it. After all, it's free, and that's the purpose of this video.
What the hell are these things?
Hello? Is anyone out there?
Police! Open up!
This title is one of those small games that give you an experience that many big titles won't provide. I mean, it's really rare to find a big studio that thinks out of the box like this and makes a complete horror game from the perspective of a body cam. If there's any developer watching this video, please get inspired by this. We need more of it. Anyway, the story states that during October of 2005, two individuals, one being the proprietor of a residence and the other a law enforcement officer responding to a call, vanished in the forest. Subsequently, a video recording was discovered from the body camera of the missing police officer 1 week later. Your job is to relive the experience of the officer when he went to investigate the place and find out what actually happened. But as usual, you'll realize that supernatural events took place at the location and that the policeman was also subjected to the same mysterious attack that the owner of the property faced.
What the heck is going on?
Just like the previous game, this one also provides a unique style of gameplay and atmosphere because you'll also observe the environment from the view of a camera, and we all know that this type of view is the perfect mode for horror games. The story is kind of interesting. During the demolition of an old Victorian house that had been unoccupied for many years, a construction worker resigned from his position after he believed he had encountered a peculiar creature inside the building. The crew had commenced the demolition process to make way for new construction, but one of the crew members soon noticed the strange creature lurking within the building, and obviously his assumptions are not wrong, and there's actually something weird happening at the construction site. Your job is to investigate the place and discover what's going on, but regardless of how short the game is, you'll be impressed by the amazing, realistic visuals that will literally make you believe that this is actual footage of a haunted house and not a video game. If the developer is watching this video right now, please consider making a full game out of this. We will gladly pay for it if needed. I don't think I need to talk much about this title. The Halloween franchise is more popular than anything you've probably played, and Michael Myers is always thirsty for blood and hunting new victims. This fan-made game contains impressive visuals and an uncomplicated story. You will take on the role of a babysitter who has been hired to take care of a boy named Tommy. However, when babysitting Tommy on Halloween night, things appear to be going well until an unsettling phone call is received and an attempt is made to enter the house, leading to a terrifying ordeal where the protagonist must struggle to survive. You need to hide in every closet you can see to avoid Michael, but you won't be able to hide forever. Eventually, you'll have to find a gun and some bullets to take Michael down. But trust me, it will take more bullets than you think, which is kind of weird because he is supposed to be human, but somehow he seems like a zombie or something. I have a feeling that some people snapped after seeing the name and immediately thought that this is some kind of joke or something, but no, I'm not kidding, nor am I bluffing. Because what I'm talking about here is literally the only way that helped me live the experience of PT as closely as possible, especially since I belong to the group of people who unfortunately didn't get the chance to play the game before it was removed from the internet 8 years ago.
Too. His 6-year-old daughter had the...
To make it clear for you, this is not the original game. It's simply a high-quality remake that was created by a fan, and to be accurate, he's a talented fan. It's pretty much an exact replica of PT, and to be honest, the graphics are incredible too, in a way that makes you curious how this was made by an independent developer and not a studio. You will basically experience everything you would expect in Kojima's PT, including the sounds and unique atmosphere, but the best part is that you'll do it for free. Yes, you heard me right, no credit card required. The only thing you need is a solid heart that can help you survive until the end. Because trust me, this game will send chills down your spine. It will make your hair go white. It will probably reduce your lifespan, and it will definitely stick in your head for years to come. Okay? I'm being dramatic again, but it's mainly because the experience is actually that good. Now let's start talking about the important stuff, which is where you can download the game, and honestly, it can be a little tricky because you'll come across multiple projects with the same name and thumbnail. You'll find Silent Memories PT, Dead Sector PT, then there's PT Reborn, The Thing PT, and even TP. You name it. But the one I'm talking about is called Unreal PT, so make sure to download that version before yelling at me in the comments after downloading a pixelated game that has a similar name. Generally, you can find the game on itch.io, but the sad news is that the developer removed it from the platform for mysterious reasons, and it's hard to find because of that. But the good news is that some hero saved the day and actually re-uploaded it on the platform and stated in the description that he's not the owner, but he simply wanted to make it easier for people to find it, and he clearly mentioned that any donations should go to the original developer only. These are all the games I have for today, and please remember that you can download them from either Steam or itch.io because I don't want you to get confused and start searching in websites that no one knows what they'll make you put on your computer. And if you think that this list is not enough for you, then please check out my previous video about the short horror games, and you'll find 5 more amazing titles there that you can download for free from itch.io. Anyway, enough talking for today, and I'll see you in the next video.